Hi everyone, my name is Enrico Beraldo from the Droidcon Italy team. Today I have the pleasure to welcome Tatiana Irene, Android software engineer at Telepass Digital. Hello Tatiana, how are you?
Hi guys, I'm fine. How are you, Enrico?
I'm good, thank you. I'm super happy to have you here today and to discuss a little bit about Telepass Digital, our main sponsor at this year's Droidcon Italy. So let's get it started. Tatiana, last year we talked about the birth of Telepass Digital. How is it going now? Can you tell us a bit more?
Absolutely, yes. It has been a great year of adjustment and continuous improvement. As you know, Telepass Digital comes from the merge of two very different companies. One is Telepass, a solid, structured company and a leader when it comes to European mobility services, and the other is Wezemotion, which was a smaller digital company with innovation basically engraved in its DNA. So Telepass is where the best of both worlds comes together to form the powerhouse of digital mobility. With this objective in mind, this past year we worked in synergy with all of the competence centers. We perfected our relationship with the business units to improve our app and implement new functionalities for our users. We also defined a clear feature team organization in which each unit is focused on a specific area of the products. For example, car related services, mobility services, the core functionalities, and the corporate area. All products are developed following agile principle as well as constant and open communication. Well, obviously, there are always new lessons to learn, but we are ready to learn them together, and it has been a great experience so far. So I'm sure it will keep getting better.
Wow, interesting. Sounds like a challenging and interesting
Yes.
process. So, and how have you grown as a team in the past year?
So our Android team, as well as the entire mobile team at Telepass Digital, actually has grown a lot. We basically doubled in number since last year, and it has been a very, very exciting moment because we got to know these new fantastic teammates. We got to guide them through our process, our best practices, and most importantly, we got to learn from them. Each new addition to the team has brought a great set of knowledge to the table and new solution to the everlasting matters that we discuss as a team, like how to adapt the clean architecture structure to our day-to-day development and what could we do better in terms of state handling. Actually, all sorts of improvements that you can think of. So we've grown in number, but most importantly, we've grown as developers, never losing our unity and identity as a team.
Wow. Uh, I heard you talking about improvement and continuous learning. So, how do you promote training in your team?
Well, training is still and it always will be a fundamental part of our process here at Telepass Digital. We have actually an allocated afternoon per week that's dedicated to training sessions. And since our team was growing so much, we decided to divide and conquer and we defined training groups focused on whatever we wanted to learn more. Some interesting topics this year were architecture, in which we explored the Envoy pattern further, the application of Jetpack Compose, and Kotlin multi-platform. I think we achieved great results in all of those areas, and we also implemented some resources that we are currently using in our products. So that's great. Lately, a Flutter development group that I like to call the Rebellion has been created, and well, I can't wait to see what they are working on. Aside from the allocated training hours, we also have access to a lot of platforms and resources that we can use whenever we want. And we try to make the best of them. But I think the most important thing when talking about improvement and training is that we communicate constantly. We actually created a Slack channel, the Android Redazione Cioè, that's basically dedicated to debate and sometimes fight about all sorts of Android related matters, such as the handling of the constants to deeper architectural questions. And well, tends to get heated there, but we are really, really happy to always communicate and be there for each other whenever there's a doubt. Because the most important thing is that there are no stupid questions in our team. We always feel comfortable to ask, explain our doubt, propose new solutions, and we are really always positive that we will receive cooperation from the team. And also from our tech lead, Fabio, which is always involved and committed in our improvement.
It's always great, I think, when you see companies that value so much training, because it's an essential part of our learning process. So, congratulations, very good, very nice ideas at your team. And can you tell us what you are working on right now?
Yes, absolutely. So in the last month, I started working on the services area of the Telepass app. In particular, we have completely refactored one of the most used functionalities that we have using a brand new stack that includes Jetpack Compose for the presentation layer. I feel really lucky because I had the chance to acquire this new set of knowledge and to apply the many advantages of Compose to a real world functionality. At the beginning, this switch to Compose was obviously perceived as a risk, as opposed on continuing on the XML path that we are also familiar with. But we learned a lot about the state handling, the navigation between various screens, and overall how much your code improves in maintainability and quality when using Compose. So we are observing a huge increase in the user's conversion rate for this new functionality. And I think that the risk obviously paid off. Obviously, this is not only due to the use of Jetpack Compose, but mainly to the great team that's behind this new functionality and the process of redesigning the functionality that has been done, paying particular attention to users' data and habits. Because the user experience, the user experience from now on will be the central focus when developing new functionalities.
Interesting. And since I know you will be one of the speakers at the Droidcon Italy event, can you tell us some sneak peek? Can you share something about your talk?
Absolutely, yes. So the process I was talking about before also jump-started the migration of our design library to Jetpack Compose. And basically, this will be a great part of our Droidcon presentation in which we present how to mix some concept that we borrow from the design world, the atomic design principle, with the use of Jetpack Compose to define an atomic design system. So me and Pepe can absolutely wait to show you this really important part of our process as a team, and also how we work in synergy with all of the competence centers, but especially with the design team when developing new component. So we can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't wait either to see you live on the stage at Droidcon Italy. I'm sure it's going to be a super interesting talk. So once again, Tatiana, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot to Telepass Digital for supporting Droidcon Italy as a main sponsor. And see you soon on stage. Ciao.
See you guys. Bye. Have a great day.
Thank you.